Hello! I've not turned on my captions. Hello! I admonished my fellow players to turn on their captions and I didn't do it myself. I am so sorry. Hello! For those who don't know who I am, and it may be because I've not been streaming for 2 weeks, hello, I am Nether, your friendly local Magitech support agent. Pronouns they, he, and I am here to play some TTRPGs, or tabletop role-playing games. We are going to be playing Scion. This is going to be episode 4, I believe. And we are very excited. Done subscribing for 25 months. That is so many months. A lot of months to support a wonderful friend. It is a lot of months. And thank you for calling me a wonderful friend, you wonderful friend. I am so very glad that you're here. And I look forward to hanging out with you more. And you got it to work by setting it to audio only. Yay! I'm glad that that was solved. I haven't gotten around to changing my donation goal yet. But I am going to be saving up to buy some components, specifically a RAM module, for a lovely personal server that I will be able to run Minecraft on for the Plainsmeld, which I've been teasing, but unfortunately due to through testing, I've realized that the limitations that I've put on the Minecraft server, it will not be contained. Yeah. So the thing is, I can set Minecraft to go like, okay, I'm not going to ask for more than 2 gigabytes of RAM. But then the container, the thing that runs Minecraft on the server, will ask for more. That's no fun. So, I am going to look for a better RAM module. I can add extra. And as such, I will make sure that I have more than I need to run the server, and maybe also run Foundry. Who knows? But with that said, I am going to swing to my friends in the Discord. Look for better RAM. Yes, Kamesy. Indeed. So, with that, let's bring up the crew. Hello, crew.
Oh my god, hi.
Hello.
Hello, we were just talking about your ears.
Yeah. I saw that Robo, or Gafrask here, added some.
They're very cute.
Thank you.
I was like, oh my gosh, a furry.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like, yeah. And now I'm the Netherlass, and I will have to turn on the ears manually.
I did wonder how they interacted with the...
I have it's a very like analog thing. It turns on the ears, it waits a minute, it turns off the ears. But if the model switches, then I have to manually add them so they automatically go away.
Gosh. Sunberry, just like boing.
Boing. Hold on. If you have the audio on, I wonder what was the button again? No, that's censoring.
It was simple taste.
Berry with simple taste.
You mean good tastes. Ayo.
Look, good tastes can be simple. Simple tastes can be good.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is why every once in a while, water is one of the best drinks you can ever have.
Oh.
I thought you were about to do one of your fun facts. Water is wet.
Water is
Water
the
is
only
not
thing I
wet.
drink.
Water makes
yeah.
things wet.
I've gotten into a habit to bug Michi by just giving her pointless fun facts that I'll just come up with in the moment. I believe the first one, we saw a train as we were getting food, and I was just like, fun fact, and she gave me her attention, and I was just like, trains, go.
Amazing.
And I was just like, that's just, if they weren't going, they'd be broken.
Listen, it was a fact, and
There
I
are-
thought it was fun.
There are some trains that do not go.
I know what you're thinking about.
But
Because
Okay.
Alvarez made that made a similar comment. Oh God, my phone. When we were telling him about it, and I'm just like, Lord.
I know
I mean, I was talking
terrible,
about like the train
joke.
graveyard over there, but fine, whatever.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I'm not gonna say it on this stream because we are.
I didn't say anything in regards to whatever you're thinking about. Y'all have Mandela effects on your shit. I didn't like fucking.
Ghost. Am I crazy, or did Alvarez indeed? I mean, don't answer that, Robo. Ghost, am I crazy? Yes.
Michi,
It's
as much as
okay.
I'd love to help you in this scenario, are you actually asking me to aid you based on my memory?
Oh, that's a good point. Your memory is horrid.
Speaking of memory,
Hi, everyone.
what did we do last session?
Yeah, we did
Okay,
stuff probably.
Okay,
Um,
I had notes. I've been poster boarding or cork boarding
uh,
our
You've been
our
cork
event.
boarding? Do you,
Yeah,
no,
so
do you have
I-
red
string.
string? That's the word. Yes, string.
No, that doesn't do him any good because if he has a red string, he can't do fate bindings right now.
Oh,
shit, yeah, you're
I
right.
see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a relic. Shit.
Okay, so we had brain catch up with words. Okay,
Mustard.
Mayonnaise.
We met up with the older lady.
Thank you, Keith. We were looking for the lead. We all went out. We gathered our various information. Eventually, it led us all to can't recall the name of it, but it led us all to this speakeasy. Is what I'm referring to it. For a lot of I don't want to say unsavory. Questionable?
Supernatural people.
There we go. Supernatural characters of
Of savory and non-savory varieties.
Yeah.
right, and there's an understanding that while one is able to conduct business here, do not let business become unsavory on the grounds of the business itself.
And Jody almost got kicked out with their first sentence.
Yes, but it's fine because Jody immediately made a friend. Names.
But yeah, we were doing things.
James, you ask is if anyone there was sweet rather than savory or unsavory.
I don't know. If I don't know some, I go.
Mostly salty, actually.
Mostly salty, indeed.
Vega and Jody
Platoon.
actually went inside while Carden was on the sidelines observing things via button. And we also called Casimir and Andre over, who were doing their own things, to kind of get the whole group together to gather this information. And as we were gathering this information, Vega did have a tense, adjacent, pleasant conversation with this individual about motives and reasoning, where they were where they were made to be someone who is touched by the divine.
And also, she was talking to the person who we were investigating because she seemed like she might be involved with the Deicide Compact.
Right. She's a lead into the Deicide Compact because she's been talking to vampires.
Also, there were two guys she was talking to, and Jody and Casimir followed them. Was it?
Right. There were tales. I don't believe Casimir was able to lie their way out of discovery. I believe Jody just wasn't caught. Am I
Jody
remembering that correctly?
simply did not be perceived.
Right.
Do not
And
perceive
then on
me.
top of Vega being made, on the way out, Andre was also made as somebody with divine presence.
Because Audrey is not a stealthy person.
Right.
I'm
It is
so
very
glad
much
that you
not.
wrote all this down because some of this is just not ringing the bell in my little dumb brain.
Oh, it was. I had not touched rest in 12 hours at this point. My notes are scrawlings of a madman.
It's okay, I will help.
Thank you.
Is that it?
I believe
I
that
think
was
we
everything.
we ended with just after Casimir got detected and Jody was taking pictures of the person they were following, talking to a bunch of people, asking about weird shit going on.
Yeah, sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But things that I am noting is Carden, because I imagine Casimir explained their interaction with the other individual to us afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And Jody's been sending pictures and
Right.
messages saying, "Hey, this person's asking questions about this."
So, as we know now, Vega, Andre are made. Casimir is recognizable. Jody may also be recognizable because Jody was seen with Vega, but I'm not sure if that's something they noticed. But
We did separate shortly after entering the main area of the bar.
right, I'm just categorizing people who could be recognized and then those who haven't exactly been recognized yet. And I think Carden and Jody are the only ones on that list currently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got caught following a guy into a coffee store.
Mm-hmm.
And tried to play it off, but I'm not certain how effective it was.
Well, let me just say,
Casimir's
you
little
came up with a great lie. It was very good.
I used context clues from my own personal experience.
Yeah, that's what a good lie
that's
is.
what Casimir would say.
I could never come up with that on the spot. My character, canonically, is supposed to be good at lying.
I actually don't know. Like, Casimir is not mechanically good at lying. Like, he does have the social stats relatively good. And he's able to keep his composure very well.
except for when Vega pays him a compliment.
Yeah, then he just gets a -4 dot debuff.
Pardon, Dexy Ixie has crashed.
Okay. But yeah, that
All
sounds
right.
like about everything to me.
Yes.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Did it.
Lo hicimos. Okay.
We did it. Dun, 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 dun.
I was so enthused.
And there was much rejoicing. Yay.
Listen,
Yeah.
You'll recall, Vici, I forgot my caffeine So I'm just going on fumes right now.
And whose fault was that?
No.
Look, I can give you coffee in game, which wouldn't help you as a player.
This time at least. Let me grab this. I'll pick this one, even though John's gonna make a comment about it. I also apologize about it being loud. If it is,
We can edit
mean-
it from our.
Oh,
Oh,
got it.
back.
Let's see.
I'm old.
but
Ooh.
so we'll go ahead and handle getting the pictures and things first. Did you guys want to meet back up somewhere? Because I know you said Jody was going to follow this guy until told not to.
Follow this guy until either I can't or I get bored.
Fair.
The latter is very likely to happen.
I think I'll put in the group chat. I think I was made. I think I shook them off, but I can't continue the trail. The tail. I will be going back to the Midnight Nook unless anyone immediately needs me.
Vega jokingly puts, "I need you."
Red at time.
But if need be, you guys are able to.
No, seriously. In all seriousness, if Vega puts that there, is there any tone indicator that this is a joke?
She puts one of those kissy face emotes after as a joke.
I think you would easily quickly see like Casimir is typing. See the kissy face? Stops typing.
Carden just sends a B emoji, also followed by a safe, like a little padlocked safe.
What does that mean?
Jody just sends, what the
Be
fuck?
safe.
Yeah,
It
but
means
Jody
be
doesn't
safe.
understand. Jody's deliberately not understanding.
I'm aware.
I realized that my captions can actually transcribe emoji. They did a
wow.
kissy face transcription. Again!
Oh, that's amazing! I wonder if I like say frowny face.
I think Heather might use a different captions than you do.
Aww.
I'm still on web captioner, but
Smiley face.
Okay.
weird.
Anyway, let's continue.
Anyway, let's
Yeah.
continue.
So if you guys would like to meet up, talk about anything like that, you can. I will say, at least on my end, the night is mostly uneventful. But if there's anything that you guys want to
I'm
put
gonna
your
go
heads
get my
together
homework.
for or investigate, yeah, you gotta go get your homework.
Mm-hmm.
Like at some point, probably like an hour or so after Casimir gets back, he is the does he have one of the bells on the door?
I think he has to.
Just hears that go, and then Jody's just there, just kind of shuffles inside, looking down at the ground, like.
Good evening. We are
Hey.
not really. Oh, Jody. Good to see you.
I have homework apparently.
Yes, you do. And I believe there were 2 books. There is the complete works of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle regarding Sherlock Holmes. And then there is the second book, which is Cryptography for Dummies.
Shit, seems on the desk. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, Jody's just like, okay. Good.
Now, I do not expect you to read the second one. That's more of a joke. But if you are interested, I can give you this book. I have several other books about ciphers and cryptography, and if it is something that you are interested in, I'm very happy to guide you in your educational journey.
Don't worry, I've completely forgotten why you're giving me it, so... Is there like a time limit for me to read these?
I'd be curious what you think about the first story. Maybe mention it, how you felt about it before next week.
Write an essay.
Just starts flicking through the book to see how many stories are in it, because
There are there's
the
quite a lot.
completed works of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is pretty big.
Yeah, like one of the stories is maybe like an hour read or so.
Yeah. Yeah, but it is a big book.
It's a very big book.
So Jay's like, wait, is this one book the entire... Oh, okay, it's short stories, right.
Mhm.
I'll try.
I'm sure you can.
I get distracted by things very easily, so...
I understand that as well. Do not worry.
I don't know how to keep conversations going, so bye.
Would you like coffee for the road?
Nah, I probably shouldn't.
Very well. Have a good evening. And yeah, Casimir will make a note to ask Jody about a study in Scarlet next week.
I do have that book IRL, by the way. It's very good. You should read it.
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes stories, but they're good.
I've done some reading of Sherlock Holmes on stream and in Discord.
Yeah.
Because it's in the public domain, that's why.
Huh.
All right.
I would have gone
So-
with The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but that's still cool.
So,
You can probably still read it out, though.
Yeah.
because it's in the same type of vein that like playing certain music is because of
Ah,
how copyright law works with audiobooks.
Mm-hmm. Enough
I'm gonna
tangents.
stop there.
Story.
I'm gonna stop there because
Yeah, it's
we're
fine.
on an Amazon hosted service. Anywho,
Next plot point.
does anyone else want to get together to talk about anything, or shall we move to the next day?
We must gather.
Gather what? Where? Why? Who? How?
Word council.
Okay.
I guess that's tomorrow.
Oh no, we
I
can't
think
do mimosas.
before before midnight somewhere, Casimir would send Vega a message. I wasn't so certain about how serious you were concerning your message.
She just sends back another kissy face.
Mean.
Panic.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know if Casimir knows how to respond to that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's she doesn't expect him to respond. Also, Keystruth, I hope you like what I put in the Discord chat. That's because that's all I thought of.
I'm impressed with the speed of your memes.
Oh, I'm a meme master when it comes to tabletop sessions.
What have we here? Okay.
As,
It's just Gaston.
With a book.
as we get over to the next day, with some more information, whether it is a vehicle that this individual drives, a name, locations people follow up with. What are you guys up to this month?
They
Unless
Go
there's
ahead.
something very specific, I think Casimir is just going to open up his store, run his cafe, keep in touch with the group chats, and maybe during one of his breaks, he will finally uncover the very large cast iron plate that he had gotten from his friends over at the Friends, and see how Chernobog's dish fits his arm.
Light. I think Chernobog is probably a little bit more beefy than Casimir is. but
Definitely.
It doesn't fit poorly.
I think he'll keep that under the counter.
Okay. Is anyone looking into anything specifically? I know you mentioned technological aspects and searching of names. I know Andre got the description of a vehicle from his hardware store. I know there's the pictures that Jody got.
So, I'll ask this out of character.
Absolutely.
Do we want to gather, share notes, then disperse to follow leads, or do we want to do our own thing, then gather and share everything we get later on?
I think now that we've been made, we should be going in teams rather than solo.
All right, then.
Cody's plan was just to wander around and see if they just happened to see any of the people that they saw in the pictures wandering around the streets. But
I like this plan.
they're not good at plans, so
If
There's
that's
drilling happening upstairs. I'm sorry if that's
Yeah.
picking up.
if you guys want to wander around or get together, is there any way that you guys want to double up or anything like that?
if we are going to be meeting up somewhere, then Jody will keep an eye out on their way over.
Okay.
Do we want to meet outside of the familiar confines of the Midnight Nook?
Yeah, I was about to say we should probably meet at the Midnight Nook or in. I'm just gonna say Liv's Park because I don't want to antagonize.
It's called the Leopold Park.
Okay. I think that the Midnight Nook is probably better, as well as the park is good. There's a little bit more privacy if you guys need to at the Nook. Go ahead.
Man, I can just imagine that, like, when Cardin gets there and sees Donovan, he's just making very intense eye contact with him.
Oh, yeah, Tom. Don't get talking.
Yeah. So yeah, just for clarification, you guys wanted to meet up and then go in groups. If you're
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, we're going to discuss groups and planning at the Midnight Nook.
Okay. You arrive. Is it open or are you meeting outside? Is it just basic morning routine there, Casimir?
Believe so. I mean, it's up to you to decide how busy the cafe is.
I think it's more kind of a homey type of vibe.
Mhm.
It's not particularly busy at this particular moment.
No, I get most of my revenue from the books themselves. I think the cafe is relatively new. I think that's something Casimir started to basically have company.
Fair.
And not be alone in his little store.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's decorated as if it's been here for ages.
Understandable. But yeah, as you guys come in, file in various forums, maybe waiting for a little while, making sure that everyone got the text messages and at least read them to make sure that people come in regards to like Jody and things. Given that it's morning, most of the people that you saw in the pictures beforehand are not out unless they serve kind of like all day fare, but they're street vendors mostly, or like people who kind of have like little stalls.
I
on
was
there.
thinking more of the people I was following, like when the person I was following.
The two guys keeping a lookout. They do not seem to be along your path at the moment.
Good.
But everyone arrives.
Yeah.
Make
Vega
sure to
shows up.
get their orders.
Vega shows up and she's sitting there with a sun hat and big sunglasses. Donovan's also wearing a pair of sunglasses. They're ducky sunglasses for his eyes.
You're so cool.
Jody sees that and just goes, nice.
Makes him look so cool.
Donovan just says thanks into her head. But you don't know if it was him or not.
Oh no, he doesn't have telepathy.
Oh, okay. Well, you just hear a deep thanks, but you don't know if it's him or not.
To Jody,
Jody
that's not that weird.
Jody just goes, huh, I think I need coffee.
You meet both. Oh no. He started.
Oh no.
Sorry, I hear yelling cat.
So, you've all arrived.
Yes.
What is on the docket? How do you guys want to split up?
All right.
What do you
So
guys want to talk about before you split up? If you do talk.
yeah, I was gonna say Cardin shows up with Polaroid like printouts and a corkboard and a stand, all just bundled under his arm, along with a map of the city. And he's just like setting this up in the middle of the Midnight Nook.
As soon as you start setting this up, Jody just leans forward, like elbows on the desk, like, okay, this is interesting.
Vega's
Alright.
just like,
I am intrigued.
I know.
I want to see where he's going with this.
Vega just says, I know you don't normally get much sleep, Cardin, but even this is making me worry for your well-being.
No, let him cook.
Aw, that
Come on,
reminds
cook,
me.
dear.
Casimir, could I please get a double shot of espresso, please?
Coming up.
Okay. So, first things first. We, names. We just had them where they at. I had them rolled up in the chat.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's forgotten his own identity.
You can ask me the names if you need.
Alright. Old lady.
Grace Shaw.
Okay. So, Cardin's gonna put the map out, then put it on the corkboard, and then put a tack in the picture, and then put a tack on the map, and then draw a string between the two at between the picture of Grace and the speakeasy where she's at. It's like, okay, so we know she, at the very least, goes here on occasion. We also know puts two more pictures up of the other two individuals that they were with, that they are connected to her in some way. We know who she is. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So what we need to find out is how these two are connected to her, and also who they are and what they're doing. You, points at Casimir, who
Yep.
I imagine is just at a espresso machine.
Yeah.
Saw this one at a coffee shop.
He saw me as well. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You've been made. We'll
I have been rumbled.
we'll figure that out later. No, wait. You weren't made. You were discovered.
Is there a difference?
Yes.
Interesting.
Looks around the room, points at Andre. He has been made. Vega, as far as I'm concerned, has also been made. They know that there's something up, like divinity-wise, with the two of you. They don't know that with you. Points back at Casimir. What they do know is that you are a person that may or may not be looking into them, and dealing with people like this, they're possibly paranoid types. So maybe they'll be a lot more likely to recognize you, and if they do that, they're probably going to press a lot harder than, hey, I thought you were just looking into a coffee shop. So we're just going to put the differentiating monikers here. And on the Polaroid, in a red Sharpie card under the one that Casimir found, is just gonna put CG, and then under the one that Jody saw, he's just gonna put WG. Okay, so designations from here on out: coffee guy, weird guy.
Uh-huh.
All right, so ties to just like strings to the map, to the pictures of like the locations they were seen at. So I doubt that they're frequenting these locations, but what I'm pretty sure is weird guy might just be going. Was he going door to door, or was he just like approaching people in the street?
The lady was just walking up to people and going, "Hey, have you seen anything weird?" And then went on.
What a bad man. Okay.
To specify in regards to it, because Jody has photographic evidence,
Yeah.
he was going to street vendors and just like
Street
asking if
vendors.
yeah,
People
So,
who are more
like-
likely to be outside and see something weird.
yeah, people who get paid to pay attention rather than just like, "Hello there, random stranger on the sidewalk. Have you seen anything interesting?"
I'm just going to approach you like an NPC.
Yes.
I didn't make the roll at the time, but could I make some kind of roll to see if they were familiar with Weird Guy?
Absolutely. I'll go ahead and allow that. I think that would be
I'm thinking of that Tom Cardy song.
would kind of be the one that kind of comes to mind. I'm open to other suggestions though, and that would probably be my brain wants to say mental because of cunning and reading people with that one, but I would also like see social as well.
Okay, this is gonna be bad, so don't worry about it.
Oh, blomp.
We do have momentum, and we haven't spent any yet.
I'll roll and then spend some, I think.
Yeah, go for it.
Totally fair.
I got a success.
A success.
Yay!
They didn't seem intimately familiar. It's more like I don't know how many of us have worked in a retail setting, but seeing the regular type thing.
Okay.
Ah, yes, the regular.
Did it look like they'd been asked questions like that before? By this guy? Or did any of them have a reaction of, "That's weird, but sure, why not"?
I think it was the kind of pause and had to think about it type of thing. I think normally when he would ask questions, it would probably be a little more specific.
Okay.
And so that was kind of the weird thing about it. It's just,
So
could you be any more detailed?
yeah, it didn't seem like the kind of questions he would normally ask. I guess if I had to, say anything like that.
Okay. We'll go with that. We're gonna file that under puts another just like note under the Polaroid with another thumbtack. Unusual behavior. And then doubles down extra weird guy. Okay.
Oh my god.
So, Yeah, we need to find out who these guys are, find out what their connection is to Grace, and by extension, what was the name of the organization again?
Deicide Complex.
Right.
Deicide?
Compact,
Yes.
right?
Compact, sorry, yes.
The Deicide Compact, and then we'll find out what they branch into, because as far as we're aware, she could be ringleader or she might just be the vampire lady. You almost see the hamster like running, and then the light bulb just go, and then Cardin's just going to take the Sharpie back out, cross out Grace, and then just put vampire lady.
Oh,
It's better if we don't use their real names. Anyway,
Jody's just sitting there laughing to themselves.
this is good. Information is cathartic. So what I think we need to start doing, considering two of us has been made and one of us is recognizable, we should probably start splitting up into small groups, because it might be safer that way. Because while we were able to jump homeboy in an alleyway, I got bit, and there wasn't anything I was doing about it. So we don't know what the kind of people we're dealing with are. That being said, I think we could double back to the speakeasy. Cardin is going to reach into his bag and then just pull out an assembly of just like bits and baubles that is meant to represent the group. He's going to look amongst them. You can all pick whatever you want. Cardin pulls out an army guy and then just puts it on the map. So we need to.
What are the options? I need to know.
I'm a pencil stub.
Well, apparently that's one of them. There are several buttons. There are also several bottle caps. A lot of like plastic bits. There's a transformer.
That one.
Is
That
there
was
a
me.
Monopoly?
I'm the
Is there a
Transformer.
Monopoly dog figure?
I thought you would be the stuffed gorilla.
Which transformer is it?
I'm gonna say it's Soundwave because he was my favorite as a kid.
I will be Soundwave.
I've heard my officially designated favorite transformer is Alpha Trion.
Alpha Trion. Why does that not sound?
I
Hold
like
on.
Soundwave. He sounds cool.
He's an old
Ghost.
guy apparently. Does library stuff.
Aw.
Ghost,
Yeah, what's up?
may I request that one of the figures be the Monopoly dog piece?
Yes. I was gonna say there's the car from Monopoly, but yeah, we'll make it the dog piece.
Yeah.
Thank you. Vega grabs that one right away and just says, "Look, Donovan, it's you."
Oh my god, this guy has a beard. Transformer with a beard.
Yep,
Oh, he was in the Unicron movie. Okay.
apparently.
Okay.
Nerds.
But yeah, there's just several just like bits and bobs and pieces of junk.
Jody picks up Soundwave and just starts playing with it.
Mhm.
All right, so we need to figure out small groups, and then we need to figure out tasks. Tasks of which one that's definitely on the priority list. We could double back to the speakeasy and start asking questions about individuals there. I can't imagine they'd be too forthcoming, but at the same time, I've yet to meet a palm that can't be greased in the city.
They said no business. You can't do any business.
No business.
I think that counts as business.
Okay. Takes out a note card, thumbtacks it to the map where the speakeasy is supposed to be. No business.
I did make a friend that last time though, so I could probably talk to some more people.
Yeah, no. Yeah, do that.
Oh,
Do
okay.
that thing you said.
Cool.
Okay. So somebody should probably go with Jody. Aside from that, all I can think is maybe patrolling the areas that you guys saw them at. One point of note, we only have the speakeasy as a gathering place for all three of them. Might want to keep looking into more locations that Grace frequents. This is this is not going to sound savory, but we might be able to find out where she lives. Actually, no, if we could find out where everybody lives, that'd be great. Anyway,
Are you always this unhinged?
Card just kind of like looks at himself and looks at the board and looks at the map. Vega, this is my job.
Do you need more coffee?
Yes.
Very well. So I would recommend to top it to double espressos.
Okay.
And if that doesn't help, maybe consult your doctor.
I think he needs a nap.
Does he even know
Yes.
what a nap is?
Yes, and they slow me down. Anyway,
I worry for you.
Like a 5-year-old.
Nice, fine. Look at him. Let him go.
listen,
Look at him as
this
a-
is the most productive I've been in days.
He's fine. Look at him while he's twitching uncontrollably.
Yeah.
I just glance at Donovan and roll my eyes.
Donovan
He does a
seems to give
little-
shrug.
And then nudges his head towards Casimir's hand for pets.
I will readily offer pets.
And you can hear this little "Ooh," happy dog noise.
Yay.
The dog noise of approval.
The best noise.
So then the question is, like you guys have your little tokens. I could drag them on there later. Who wants to travel with whom?
Andre will keep an eye on Casimir.
I'm
Where is
going
Casimir
to-
going?
I am
Yeah.
going to the speakeasy.
Okay.
Guess we'll have 2 groups if we actually
Yeah.
have a second place to go.
Someone might be solo unless we want to count the dog.
I don't think the dog is going anywhere else but with Vega.
Yeah.
Arden, do you want to go back to your speakeasy?
I mean, it's more Vega and Jody's. Semantics! Pointless semantics! Maybe! Wait, yes!
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Just looks at the floor, unblinking. Okay, yeah, they don't know me, and I don't know the impression you left. I mean, people like you there, so yeah, no. I'm all for it. Let's do it.
I thought it was really cool there, and I'm gonna make a lot of friends.
Well, see alternative motives, like it can't be all work. Like, look, you're socializing.
Vega's like, Cardin, can you do me a favor? Can you blink a few times?
Hold on, takes out eye drops.
Wow.
Does one in each eye. Yes. Okay.
You didn't blink. You just put eye drops in.
I said he
You
blinked
need-
a couple times after
You
the eye
need
drops.
you need to blink for them to work.
Listen, this is nowhere. This is like maybe half a night of no sleep. I'm fine.
Eventually, session 93, the gang hosts an intervention.
Goes intervention for the 15th time.
I can stop when I want. Opens another monster.
You
No!
should stop now.
You cannot bring you cannot bring drinks into the cafe.
No outside food.
Yep.
points at the sign.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
All right.
gosh, no outside food. Then why does Casimir bring in cake every day?
Because he works here.
Because I sell it. Then it's inside food.
Wait, you have
Nobody-
cake?
Yes, I
Looks
have cake. I have
vehemently at
Danish.
Casimir.
I have a selection of donuts. They are not very many, and they are not homemade, but I do have them.
The funniest part here is
Vega
that
shakes her head. Because nobody understood her.
I understood it, but Carden didn't because he's tired, and Casimir didn't because they're good.
They're good.
Think about it.
Did I also misunderstand something?
What is
Okay,
cake
so-
also like?
I see.
Like booty?
I see.
Like booty.
How is
Mhm.
it?
I thought you were playing into it. That's why I made my dumb joke.
No,
But
it's
I
like,
would believe that Casimir would not get it.
no, just like I didn't.
All right.
So, how about we figure out our groups before Mr. Detective has an aneurysm?
Listen, you can't have more than one in a day. That's the rule.
You've already had an aneurysm today.
All right, so I think it's Casimir and Andre, and then
Wait, hold
We
on.
might have a
And
group of
Casimir
three,
raises
unless-
a hand. Where are we going?
all right. So what's
Okay, I
the board?
think we'll take Carden. Jody, Vega, you go back to the speakeasy since you've got friends there. And we'll keep Carden away from further coffee.
Listen,
Yeah, you
it's not
two-
about we
Hey,
have to.
you two seem responsible. You could be adults and look after him.
Then later, Carden's like, "Pour it up, coffee boy," as he bullies Casimir.
No!
No bully.
He's no bully.
No bully. Carden does not believe in bullying, and that's not a lie. I'm gonna tell twice.
So, to be clear, Vega and
Jody.
Jody are heading back to the speakeasy.
Right.
Yes.
Arden,
And-
Andre, and Casimir.
Mhm.
Patrolling the
guys
streets.
can patrol the streets.
Yeah, we're gonna be on the lookout for those two guys.
Those two guys. Okay.
EG and WG, right? Or sorry,
Is this-
VWG.
There
What
you
are
go.
the hours for the speakeasy? This is a good question.
It's not exactly something that you can look up online.
Was
Listen,
there a
I'm not
sign
gonna
on the-
tell you to
Wait.
not break in, but
Was there a sign on the way in?
it did not appear to be.
Because if
For
it's
that
not
house.
open, then we can help by just generally looking around town for a while until it opens.
Soliciting people outside. Hey, you!
I was about to say, yes, the regularly posted hours of the speakeasy.
All right. So, we'll go ahead and start with Vega and Jody then, as you guys make your way back to the square and over to the. Go ahead. I heard a inhale
Oh.
of.
I was gonna ask, how big is Jody? Like, height and, like...
Hang on, I will translate this into feet.
For our
Um,
American viewers and players.
5'5".
Oh, okay, a little too big. Dang. I was gonna say, if Jody was small enough, that Vega would have put them on Donovan's back.
As you guys approach the speakeasy, you head in. There's the same guard there, nods, taking you guys in. At this time of day, there are people there, but it is far less busy than when you approached yesterday. It appears as though this place's doors are regularly, or almost constantly open purposes of the meeting and or discussing business.
Should we go straight in, or should we look around first and then come back when there's more people around?
We could see if there's anybody that might actually have an idea of the people we're talking about. Always a good place to start first, and trying to get a bit of information. From what I've ever gathered, is usually talking to a bartender of some sort.
But the bartender was for the guy who told us to not ask questions like that.
Ah, that's right. Does anybody stick out as somebody interesting or with loose lips?
That. I think in a type of situation that you're kind of taking a look at, it's hard to see just on a glance who might be willing to sit there and do that. If you'd like to, you could make a culture or leadership check.
Culture leadership?
Yeah, I'd say social and mental.
I will also do a roll.
Yeah, go for it.
Holy this shit.
Nice.
You said social or mental?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
That up. Move things over.
I
exit
had
that.
only 2.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. What? As you guys are kind of taking a look around, there seems to be a large individual wears a red flannel top and a bit of a I don't think a cowboy hat's necessarily the word, like a wide brimmed hat, I think is the thing that I'm kind of taking for here. About 8.5 feet tall, exceptionally muscled. Short hair, is clean shaven, as he can manage, covered in some scars, but his back is to you, from what you guys can see. Or like getting a profile thing when it kind of takes a look to go around.
Vega's gonna just idly go up by him, accidentally bump into him, quote unquote accidentally, and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bump into you." Trying to get his attention a little bit and make it noticeable that she has a very cute dog there.
Very
to get
cute. Very big.
Very big dog. Relatable.
He kind of takes a look around as he's sitting at like a table that's kind of away from most of the other people, and just kind of raises an eyebrow at the "I didn't mean to bump into you" there. He's just like, "I really don't see why you were stepping so close if that wasn't your intention, miss."
She just gives a little wink.
I like your hat.
Thank you.
Donovan goes and nudges the guy's arm with his snoot.
It's a nice dog you got here. With all due respect, I'm not trying to be rude here. Is there any reason you're trying to butter me up?
That's the dog.
We're just looking for company for a little bit. I promise it's nothing bad.
All right. I suppose it's as good as anything to let you kind of have a moment here. And he kind of like moves his hat a little bit, and you notice that he only has one eye.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, well, given that you came over here, is there anything that I can help you with? Or anything like that? You want some company? By all means, have a seat.
Vega goes and takes a seat at the table. So we're rather new to this speakeasy, and so we're trying to just understand, well, get to know, I should say, some more of what the people are like around here, just to make sure that we'll feel comfortable and safe spending time here more often. I like to make sure I have a very safe environment. You can tell that I'm not the most physically, powerful, can take care of myself. I'm a bit dainty. How long have you been coming to this speakeasy, and do you just tend to come on these quiet times of the day?
He kind of, he's trying to be like very understandable in regards to kind of what it is that you're putting on there. And he kind of goes, I understand where you're coming from and what you're trying to do here. I think it's kind of better if we speak plainly, because if you've been here and you know the kind of place that this place is, you know it's not physicality that marks how dangerous someone can be.
Alright, that's fair.
I did see a guy turn into a swarm of bats.
There's many tricks that people have, whether that's using illusions for tricks, using, charms of sorts.
I did see a book explode.
Yeah, there's many people who can sit there and speak very buttery words in regards to it, to the point where, they can insult you and you'll thank them for the opportunity there. I just like to try to keep things simple. If you're trying to sit here and be protected, well, the type of places where people like me, or people who aren't necessarily so, what's the word I'm looking for? Grumpy at people like me, like to come in and take a look at.
People like you?
Well, tall, one-eyed, a little bit mystical in nature, exceptionally strong. In my particular case, a history of family eating people. That kind of sticks with you.
What?
I'm a Cyclops.
Oh!
Cyclopes.
Cool.
So it's more like I try my best to kind of be a helpful guy. I was doing a lot of laboring in more rural parts of the world before eventually making my way up here. And small town folk, and especially when you live as long as I have, small town folk kind of get to a point where they're like, they get kind of distrustful of you, where they don't believe that you're just gonna leave them be and you genuinely want to help. So here, I don't have to worry about small folk, no offense,
I'm very small.
getting upset at my presence or me trying to help. Come in, have a few drinks, enjoy some company, maybe talk with a couple of people that understand, and he kind of nods over to Kitsune lady that's over on the other end of the and not really worry about too much. When things start getting busy and some of the more unsavory folks who have reputations that may be a little bit more accurate than others come in, I don't like to hang around. Can't tell you too much about that, but I figure, he kind of looks over you guys. I don't see anything visually different about this. Maybe there's something different about you or special about you. I know you guys able to walk in. Don't need to share it. We all got our secrets. Speaking
since you
of,
wanna-
I apologize. I didn't introduce myself. My name is, and I need to find the pronunciation thing that I had. Give me a second.
His name is Leroy Jenkins. I'm kidding.
Leroy Jenkins.
My name is Iskaros.
And it's wonderful to meet you, Iskaros. I'm Vega.
Nice to meet you as well.
Oh, and this is
I'm-
Donovan.
Yeah. I'm Jody, or hey, stop, or stuff like that.
Stop.
He looks at you
You
very
violated
concerned.
the law.
People make a lot of assumptions about me too.
Alright.
Speaking of
What-
assumptions, a friend of ours is being targeted by some people, and we don't like it, and we would like them to stop. But
We're trying to
don't
help
know.
protect them.
enough to help.
Alright, by all means. I'll see what I could do to help. Give you some information. And
I'm
I
guessing-
am pretty good about beating people up if need be. I don't like to, but I'm good at it.
Oh my god, same.
We should be besties.
Oh my god! It's like we're twins.
I have added this person under the this place acquaintances list already.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
I'm
Um,
assuming. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you carry on. I was just making a noise.
I'm assuming that one of the types of people you don't like to stick around for when they come in. It might be rude of me to make assumptions, but possibly vampires?
Vampires are hard to peg down. It's
turn into
That's why you
bats.
need stakes. I am not there. I am sorry.
I also interrupted.
But you are there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what a person is. They can be like me, they can be like y'all, they can be a random individual. When somebody gets power, they got a couple of ways to try and figure out how to use it. And you use it for themselves, or they try to use it for others. And if it's something dangerous, using it for others sometimes means controlling it. Most of the vampires that I've met are solid folk.
And
A
then there's ones
few-
like the one that tried to eat a friend of ours.
Yeah. Where they're kind of lean into the monster of the night type bits. So, catch all vampires, well, kind of got to need to get to know them first. But I don't exactly go out of my way to meet them. That answers your question.
Understandable. There's just somebody that we were trying to get some information on that we knew had been interacting with this specific vampire that attacked our friend. And so we were just trying to see if there was a connection as we're trying to figure out the whys and how to stop it and whatnot.
If it's a vampire specifically, if it's somebody that's being an asshole, trying to capture them and keeping them in a space where they can't really escape from, might be your best bet if you're not entirely sure of, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not entirely sure of the intent that they want to sit there and go for. Sorry, it's early. I'm still waking up. with vampires, it's normally a give and take. They're getting something, whether that might be information or promises here and there. It's hard, especially because there's so many different legends about them. Like there's some of them that need to listen to their oh god, what the hell is it? I know they don't like me to refer to it as Vampire Daddy.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, you get the point though.
Vampire Daddy. Oh my god.
You heard it here,
Some of them
folks.
Some of them are kind of forced to listen to him in that particular instance, and others try to make other allegiances, play politics with each other, or try to get their noses where it don't necessarily belong. It's hard to sit there and find alliances without names, without aspects about it.
Right, so
I can't name it.
all we know about the person the vampire was talking to was that she's an older lady by the name of Grace. I forgot her surname.
Oh,
That's it, sure.
I'm not there.
Yeah, but I out of character forgot her surname.
That's fair.
And she comes here sometimes, but we don't know much else about it. And we just want to know what the hell's up. And why her vampire friend tried to eat our friend.
I'm gonna let one of you decide. The other person can help if they'd like. Need somebody to roll me a social persuasion check.
I have 4 dots in persuasion.
I have none. I will help.
Okay.
So you've given some information. What dots do you have in regards
I
to
could
how-
roll integrity to be like, I am telling the truth about what is going on here, and it's all
So can I
legit
do-
information.
I'll say
Can I do
social
composer?
integrity.
Can
So-
I do composure persuasion?
I'll do manipulation then.
You can. Let's let Keystwith roll first, because this is going to give you
Okay.
enhancement.
Hold on, let me check my enhancements. Does my hide emotion / intentions help here at all? For
I don't
integrity?
think so, because you're not hiding it. You're doing
Okay.
the exact opposite here.
Go.
Okay, so you have 2
2.
enhancement from Jody on this roll.
Okay. So 2. Oh, I had a 3 as well as a 2, and I'm like 23 enhancement.
You also
Oh my
have
God.
persuading individuals, so you have another enhancement on top of that.
6
Oh, I do?
successes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
so
in your
6 altogether.
specialties, when you're doing your roll, you see specialties. It's a drop menu, so you can take a look at what specialties you
Oh.
have there.
I forgot about that.
No worries. No worries.
So 6
Yeah.
successes.
He looks over you in regards to it. And he leans in, which is intimidating in its own right because of just how big this guy is.
Jody
Look.
doesn't seem intimidated at all.
Look,
Is just fascinated.
I don't know what it is that y'all are up to. I know what you guys are trying to be. At least one of y'all's trying to be a little bit more subtle in regards to smart dealing with the likes of Grace. She likes to get networks of information out there. She promises people things that they might like in regards to the vampires. I think she talked to this guy named Stefan. Tools or things to help him be able to hunt what he wants to get. I'm not. There are times where she said some stuff that's got me to think about being sympathetic to her cause.
Because that.
Gods usually haven't been exactly nice to me or my kin. And heroes, the ones that kind of get the, what's the word I'm looking for? Get the stories told after them. Sometimes a little bit worse.
But sometimes not, right?
Sometimes not. There's some that are a little bit nicer, and honestly, sometimes, at least in the way that the stories are told, we deserve it. Like I said, eating people, not exactly a nice thing to do.
So I've heard.
But the main thing about what Grace is doing is she's drumming up people who are against the gods. I don't know why. I don't know what for. She's got a chip on her shoulder about the size that you could drive the Ever Given through in regards to them.
Right.
So, the other thing about it is maybe it's only a couple of people that are willing to listen or willing to give up some stuff in regards to it. But she's hanging out here and she's getting friends there. Word of the wise is be careful if you plan on confronting her about it. She doesn't seem to want to go to violence first. And I don't know what she can do on her own. But if she's palling around with things like vampires and she's coming in here and making occasional sales pitches to a willing ear to, there might be people like me who are sitting there messing around at her in her employ. I don't know if that's the kind of information you're looking for, but
That is wonderful information, actually, and it is a tremendous help. Do you have a name for
Wait.
this collective group? So that
Yeah.
way we have an idea?
I know some people who've accompanied Grace wear these weird symbols. That's about it. I tend to just kind of go out there.
Can you tell me what they look like, if at all?
He describes the symbol that you guys are familiar with.
Okay, cool. You have been such a tremendous help. Can I buy you a drink as thanks?
Absolutely. I need some form of payment. I've been helping you all morning.
Oh,
That's the tease at
absolutely.
that point, as you can see.
She's like, absolutely. I will get you whatever you want. I'll get you some food. I'll get you a couple drinks as things. Also,
Just a
feel
drink
free
would be
to.
nice. I'll probably end up having to head back over to the ranch before too long, but
Speaking of him working at a ranch, Donovan's been like sniffing all over him, smelling really interesting smells. He's just like, you know how dogs are, where they like shove their snoot against like someone's clothes and then like pull it away and then do it again. He's
not
still
many over
dogging.
here in this end of the world. We make do.
Well, I really appreciate you being upfront and kind, and for what it's worth, I think you're a pretty good person.
Thank you.
I promise I'm not coming on to you, but if you don't mind, could I give you my number in case if we'd like to just even, if you'd like to ever come by our friend's cafe / bookstore to ever meet the rest of our group, or if you ever want to, of course I'd always pay you for your time and information, but if you ever have any other information you might acquire, or if we might ever need some help in the form of, a little bit of protection, wouldn't necessarily be to get your hands dirty, I'd hope, just like, the intimidation aspect.
Well, I'll keep it in mind. I mean, if you want to sit there and do that, as long as I'm not asked to put me and mine in danger, I'm perfectly fine.
Oh, I'd never want to put you in danger if we can help it. And if anything ever did happen in a situation where we wouldn't expect and it would happen, I would never fault you for not wanting to interact with us again after that. I would rather you, put your own well-being first, because you are putting essentially your neck out for us, and it is greatly appreciated.
Yeah, he'll give you his contact information.
Cool. They exchange contact information. She gets him a drink on her as thanks.
He doesn't have a phone. He has a small tablet.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense with probably his big old fingies. His giant gorilla fingers.
You know, as
Wow.
long as it's 4G connected,
Yeah, exactly.
it's a phone.
Yeah, and like while Vega is off like getting him his drink and whatever, Jody does ask a bunch of questions about the ranch.
Oh yeah. He's more than happy to sit there and answer them. It's mostly like a large farm animals that he kind of deals with. He's got a few ranch hands that give him a hand. It's simple things. The reason why he's in town is it's kind of good that you kind of came in when you did, because he's just in town getting some things from this lovely hardware store that's owned by this.
It's open all night.
Weird as fuck hours, but you know what? It works out for me.
It helps.
That's cool.
Makes the local economy go round.
Jody wants to go to the ranch.
No, Jody just likes
Jody-
asking questions that they
I
probably
thought
shouldn't.
Jody wanted to go be a cowboy for a day.
I mean, if it was offered, Jody totally would.
Hmm.
I'll put on the hat and ride a horse. I can
So-
totally do
Yeehaw.
that. I've done that before, I swear.
Yeehaw!
But yeah, Iskaro takes his drink, finishes the polite conversation, tilts his hat back down so that way when he steps outside, the sunlight's not hitting his one eye, and heads on out. With that, we'll go ahead and shift over to the other group. You just walking around, hitting the streets.
Team Unhinged.
I am scared.
Scared away.
Especially with just the vagueness of our task. Like, we just walk around in search of these folks that I think are scary. Yeah. Yeah, Casimir's scared.
with a similar kind of feeling of Vega asking, this is just what you do? You just do this? Cardin kind of gets the same feeling and just kind of responds, well, yeah. This is my job. I do this every day anyway.
Explain, please, how you would describe your job.
I get people contact me. They'll ask me to look into things or people, and then I'll look into those things or people. I'll tell the people what I find, and then they pay me a large sum of money.
So you are private investigator.
Yes.
Why didn't you say that? It would have made
Better.
things much easier. Everyone understands private investigator. I mean, I gave Jody a book about Sherlock Holmes.
What is that?
You do not know Sherlock Holmes.
I don't read.
You, my friend, will get another book. Yeah, you will get a book. You will be. I will have to set up a book club.
Hold on. Hold on. Does Cardin not interact with any media?
Oh my god.
No. Cardin does interact with media.
Okay.
It's Cardin does not know
What media?
Sherlock.
What media?
Music.
Because
movies.
there's radio plays. There's
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the
movies,
Galaxy by Douglas Adams.
There's television
Yeah.
shows.
Some more unfortunate than others.
Just coincidentally,
There was
never
an
Merengue's
catch up.
Dark Place.
There was a Wishbone story that was based on Sherlock Holmes.
Ironically, the only exposure I've had to Sherlock Holmes is the, I think it was like the 2015 movie starring Robert Downey Jr.
That was funny.
Not a bad one.
Oh no, it wasn't bad by any means.
No.
I'm just saying that it's just kind of like the idea of what's Sherlock Holmes,
Okay.
because
alright,
I don't
fair.
read, is like, hold on a second, give me a second.
Hold up a
Yeah,
minute.
that's fair.
Sherlock Holmes
that's fair.
is a very common character, a fictional character.
Mhm.
I was always more a fan of Dick Tracy.
That's because you're American.
There.
But yeah. So you guys are walking around. Is there anywhere that you're going in particular? You're just kind of hitting things up, or the other
No, I'm
question?
just.
I will be
Um,
following Carden because I do not have the skills for this, and I also do not want to accidentally stumble into either of those two people by myself.
All right, so you were seen by Coffee Guy, right?
Yes,
All right, we'll start with Weirdo.
I do not like your naming system, but I do not have a better alternative.
how
just want-
engrossed in the conversation about Sherlock Holmes and being a private investigator are you guys?
I think it was the thing that caught Casimir's attention.
Arden is very used to walking and talking, so while he is addressing Casimir, his head is still just moving, looking around. He's not
Okay.
looking at Casimir as he's talking.
And Andre,
Yeah.
you are accompanying them, correct? Just making
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me open up thing. Oh gosh. I would say that Andre and Carden, as you guys are kind of picking a direction and walking, there's like one of the stands that's kind of outside of a market with like fruit or seasonal aspects, and it's kind of sitting outside it. Like I know over here in the States, because it's a bigger thing, we have boxes of pumpkins that just kind of sit outside a store, or it could be like shelves of fruit, or stands with flowers type of thing. It just kind of sits outside. You grab some flowers, you head back in.
You can find those things.
I would say that Arden and Andre, the better part, it's about like 100 or so meters, because that's what you guys are used to, away, you see a familiar looking old woman looking through some of them outside of a small store.
Arden's eyes turn to dinner plates.
Look down at Card and say, so, what's the plan?
Oh boy. There's a series of ways to do this. She knows what you look like, looks at Andre. How would looks at Casimir. How adept are you with like slipping things into people's person? Understood. Okay. Oh, I don't think I can hear anyone.
No one's saying anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was like-
Apologies.
Alright, I might... There's many ways to go about this.
Well,
Casimir, do you like to talk to people?
About books?
Sure, we'll go
Yes.
with that. Is she... Okay, storyteller, is she, like, browsing the flower shop, or is she, like, working in it?
She's standing outside, looking at a shelf with plants on it.
Oh, she's standing outside.
Like you
Okay.
guys have not gone inside. Like she's about 100 meters, 300 feet away, and she's just taking a look at some things at the moment. You guys
Okay.
have plenty of distance if you guys
All right,
don't
all right.
want to deal with this at the moment.
No. This is great. I can actually do this. I want to see if I can launch a button or bottle cap, whichever works in this scenario, into her handbag.
Actually, I realized that was the distance of a football field.
Maybe I should try that.
You know throw?
I know throw.
Okay.
I
All right. You know what?
specifically know divine calculations.
Go for it.
What should I roll for that?
Throw is physical athletics.
Dexterity athletics. Okay. No. Just so we know, Cardin, dexterity athletics. How many dots do you have there?
Looking at it. There it is. 7.
7. Okay, because I have 4, but I have +2 enhancement. Tricky.
Lots of momentum to use.
Oh yeah, we
True.
do still have tons of momentum.
True.
You want to just go for it and
I
then
think I'll-
spend like 5 momentum?
If people let me.
I'm not joking. Go for it.
No,
Let's,
no.
let's just try this first. Enhancement 2. Well then.
Oh, it's an inverse weasel.
Oh my god.
I think I can stunt on this.
What would you like to do?
Chippy Wilden.
So it is
I would say at least make sure that it enters the bag stealthily.
yes.
For the sake of mechanics purposes, I was going to have the difficulty that you needed to beat her defense. You have 5 successes over her defense.
Okay, thank goodness. I have a guide stunt for Zoria. By reading the stars, I roll twice for the next roll I make and keep the better result. So for this, I think a clear day, sun is out, but I pinpoint Venus. I can definitely see some of these brighter celestial objects. And as I check their position, I check wind, I check the relative friction of the button that I'm holding, that I've taken from Garden, and flick it into her handbag.
Jody and Casimir are team throwing shit.
My stuff doesn't blow up, though.
One explodes, the other slides in.
I threw that button without it exploding last time to get it on her table.
That is absolutely fair. And I think I will. I think it's in.
All right.
That was incredible. Like, I had 4 dice.
Uh-huh.
I have 4 explosions.
Yeah.
You almost doubled your pool.
Yeah.
I did double my dice pool.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what you did. Oh man.
I take it you want to do
Eyes in the blinds.
future reference. Cost
Yeah.
of momentum.
Aware.
Okay, because you haven't been telling me that you spend momentum to do it. You just tell me you're using ice and blinds.
Fair
I
enough.
do not have means
Okay.
to remember all of the stuff that this has.
That's totally fair.
Mhm.
My rebuttal to that was going to be you help put the sheet together with me. But yeah, no, you also did that for 4 other people. So yeah, no, that's totally fair.
No, John. I didn't do that for 4 other people. I did that for 9 people. I run another game.
Oh my god.
Eyes in the
What?
Blinds is great. I'll be able to keep track of her, and I'll be morally relieved because we won't be 3 grown men following her around. Okay, so there's that. Is she just looking at the flowers, you said?
You guys have got the stuff set up.
Okay,
When you found her, that's what she was doing.
okay.
What
I
are
am
you
going
guys
to
doing now?
I'm going to snap a picture, and I'm also going to get the sign of the flower shop.
Okay. As you are getting the aspects there, she has stopped browsing and has turned and begun walking in your guys' direction.
I'm
Come.
going to move away from Andre.
Please make a subterfuge physical check if you're attempting to not be spotted.
Physical subterfuge. Okay.
Am I able to add my stealth to this roll?
Yes.
Ooh. I think I would like 3 momentum for that.
Go for it.
That's dice modifier. I need dice. 2 successes.
Yay.
Andre will try. 1 success.
So more momentum.
We don't know what her thing is yet. Where are her? There it is. Okay. Arden, you said that you were trying to get away from Andre. You're trying to slink away. You're trying not to be spotted. Is that correct?
Yes.
Where's the roll?
I-
Oh, there it is. It finally
in
popped
the
up.
Yeah, I was about to say in the chat.
Okay, 3 successes. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Okay.
Thank the giant spaghetti flying monster.
Yeah. As you, whichever direction that you choose to go, she walks past you guys, seemingly hadn't noticed you. There does seem to be a brief look of puzzlement on her face.
I like
She
to
continues
imagine.
on
I
her
like
way.
to imagine that Andre's way of hiding is just turning around.
Well, I have, like, advanced climbing abilities, so I might just climbed up onto a roof. No one looks up.
Andre climbs onto a roof. Carden hides behind some trash cans. Casimir grabs a newspaper.
I am reading now.
Yep. Yeah, one of those newspapers with the eye holes cut in it.
As she walks by, Carden's going to notice that she hasn't seen us, and then put away his Groucho glasses.
So she continues on her way. Is there anything else that you guys are doing at this particular moment?
My first plan of action before we noticed her was actually going to be asking some of the food vendors if they've seen Weird Guy, or if they recognized him and they could give us anything about him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me then, if you'd like to. If that's something that you're doing. I need a social persuasion check. Difficulty 3.
What is my persuasion? Ah, great. I couldn't add this to my tracking, right?
You're tracking somebody, yeah.
Okay. It's not bad.
Tis not 3, though.
Ooh, that's
It's just
fair.
the difficulty 3.
Can I spend momentum?
Do you go for it?
Alright, I'm going to spend 2 momentum.
Okay. Good luck.
Nothing.
Okay. What if you got the experience for spending the momentum pool? They kind of raise their eyebrows as you ask questions in regards to this individual. Oh,
Hmm. Alright, well, there was that. We can't find weird guy. We might as well look into coffee guy. I'm going to ask Casimir if he can take us to the coffee shop that he encountered that guy.
Sure. But I will... Hold on, I have to pay for this newspaper first. It is now my
you pay
disguise.
for the news. You pay for the newspaper.
And I'll take Carden and Andre to the rival coffee shop.
I think that's the most confrontational I've heard you.
No, that was just me doing a bit.
That's fair.
But yeah, I was almost about to say that Casimir looks determined, saying, "I had vowed never to set foot in that place again." But no.
Yes, maybe like nicer then. All right.
But yeah.
So you step inside the coffee shop.
All
What
right,
are you
so this one's gonna be pretty straightforward. We're gonna ask the staff if they recognize this man and if they have a name they can give us. And if not, then that's when we get into the hard part, which you guys are free to return to what you need to do the rest of the day. Carden is absolutely willing to stake out this coffee shop until this guy shows up. If we can't get answers.
I'm going to tell you right now, no roll necessary, as you sat there and done investigations beforehand. This individual does not frequent this place. This was a way for you get with the fact that you've dealt with Tails beforehand. It was a way for him to confront Casimir.
Gotcha. Now I'm wondering if I need to lie to the staff of this place to look at their security cams so I can find out where he went from here.
I mean, he headed eastward.
Eastward.
Even Casimir could have said that that's the way that he genuinely went.
Yeah, he'll tell you when prompted.
So you said he headed eastward.
Mm-hmm.
What's east of here? Okay, so thinking about it, we're dealing with a group of individuals that have a problem with divinity and are known for working with vampires. What would be east of here that would have anything to do with either of those things? With that, I'm going to... Can I use conspiracy seeker to pick a lead from that, since I'm essentially grasping at straws?
Let me take a look at conspiracy seeker. I've seen some monsters open. It's an edge, right?
Bam. There it is.
Okay. Go ahead. What type of information are you trying to find in this particular moment? Are you
So
trying to find information on individuals? Are you trying to find a next move?
I'm trying to find a lead for a location that he could possibly be frequenting. Because if he headed east from here, that means one of two things. It's either somewhere where he is conducting the business that they're doing, or it's his abode, which means I'm essentially either looking for housing units near here, or I'm looking for what building or area would be frequented by somebody who works with vampires and has a problem with divinity.
Okay. I'm going to clear up some things for you as you have tapped the conspiracy seeker button.
Okay.
It's not works with vampires. It works with mystical stuff, whether that's all forms of denizens.
Fuck. Okay.
It's not just vampires. The other thing about it is, you know, Carden knows because Carden was listening in, that these people are seeking information trying to find divinity. I would say, usually I would give, like, you're supposed to make a roll here.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on who you're trying to find, they have identities on 3 of your party. 3 of the band.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's a, investigate on our own things and see what the stuff is later, or necessarily what's going on with that. The places that would be a place to find them with the information that you have would be contacting your follower, because you have a name, to try to get Grace's address.
That's
or
fair.
to go to the places that you guys usually frequent, such as the Midnight Nook, or even in Andre's case, because he runs or is part of the team that runs an orphanage. She doesn't seem to want to attack people yet, so she might go there to try to find Andre.
Okay. Okay, so, looking down, sitting on bench, standing back up, sitting back down. Alright. So, going about this wrong. We need to be backwards tracking, because they're looking for either you or Vega, which probably should, is she aware? I'm gonna text her and just make her aware of that. That's after Ramble. So we either need to start looking at places that you, Andre, or Vega frequent, because they're aware of your association with divinity. I also have to... I gotta send a text. I have a name now. I can work with that. Well, yes.
A note. One more note.
There's one more note.
While Casimir's tie to divinity is unknown to this group, they did catch Casimir trying to follow them. And Casimir gave them a card.
That's right. Gave them the way to contact you. Oh, and the address of the Midnight Nook. Okay. Nope. Not doing that right now. Worry about that later. Okay. So, They know about you, Andre, and they're mounting suspicion of you, Casimir.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna take this a step at a time. I'm gonna go ahead and text Brandine and ask her to give me an address on Grace. I'm also going to text Vega. Hey, make sure to keep an extra special eye out because they're most likely also tracking you to see where you frequent now that they know that you are involved with divine stuff.
When you open your phone, you probably see a bunch of messages from Jody about our conversation with, as they put it, cool Cyclops guy.
Carden is going to notice these messages and then just go, "Oh, cool, exposition," and then read them aloud.
I think
It's basically everything he told us in very disjointed sentences, with also some observations about, like, he has a cool hat and he has a ranch. Apparently, he's a cowboy.
Disjointed sentences are my primary form of communication. I can translate this.
What emojis were?
I thought it was gifts.
Casimir would probably ask, like, actual Greek mythology Cyclops, because otherwise that
Yes!
sounds like it's not cool to call someone that.
Jody just says yes.
Thumbs up emoji.
All right, they're aware. Waiting on Brandine. We have been exposited to.
So what are you having Brandine look up?
I'm having Brandine look into information for Grace and see if she can pull like an address or a place of business. See if we can even pull up a personal history if possible.
I need you to roll for me a mental, because that's what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Skill that equals 4 dots.
Mental skill that equals 4 dots.
No, so it's mental attributes and a skill that equals 4 dots.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just to get the number of dice.
Can I add my profiling to this?
Sure.
Okay. I'm fulfilling my role, Cass. I'm
Doing it!
gathering information.
You're doing
Yeah.
it!
Alright.
With 3 successes, she, at least at this point, cannot give you... She gives you a lot of information. But anything regarding stuff, mythically speaking, she can't give you off of what she can find. But you do have an address for Grace. You do know the car that's in her name, which matches the description that Andre has. You do know that she's lived in Brussels for some time. You see a couple of criminal records, mostly arrests that didn't go to court type of thing, disturbing the peace years ago type of thing. But
Carden is noting all of this in his little personal pad.
you have an address.
Okay. So door kicking's a bad idea, but I don't think she's home right now. Eyes of the blinds looking for where she's currently at.
She's still walking along the streets of Brussels.
Okay. She's still out and about. So show of hands, who's okay with breaking and entering?
Damn it,
Casimir
I'm
is not.
there.
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that, Casimir.
Casimir is not really up for that. He's not going to be around when that happens.
Okay, alright.
I think Andre would be on the side of breaking entry either.
Okay.
Casimir,
alright.
at least, like, he's not going to stop you.
No. I got you. Okay. Shouldn't all be there. As great as you guys have been, and I mean that, we may need to tag out here because I think I need help from Jody if we're doing this.
You guys can be organized. You've done your different things. You find somewhere to meet if you love.
Yeah. Meet back up somewhere for lunch.
Yeah.
I do not have the best sandwiches.
I mean, we have a coffee place they could meet us at.
I sometimes offer grilled cheeses to, like, folks that need it.
Jody suggests on the group chat we could get a takeaway.
Go for
Pizza?
it.
You know, you know what? Yeah, that.
Casimir has experience with takeout, yep.
So you guys get order some
Don't believe
food,
you.
meet up in a place.
We'll say it's Leopold Park.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah. Cool. Have a little picnic at Leopold Park.
Picnic.
Pizza picnic.
Hell yeah. But you guys are able to meet back up. Share the information verbally should you choose, or make a plan.
Okay, so we got nothing on Weird Guy, and a little less than nothing. Oh, well, a little more than nothing when it came to Coffee Guy. Learned a lot about Grace. We have an address. Looks at Jody. How good are you at breaking and entering?
Who's asking?
Oh no.
Are you a cop?
Don't insult me.
I mean, you are a
Legally, I'm
private
not allowed to answer that
investigator.
question.
You may be
That is
working with
not
them.
a cop.
You may be working for them.
I can neither confirm nor deny how good I am at breaking and entering. Smirks.
Oh, that's a boast. Okay.
We were able to get a bit of information.
Yeah, there's the cool Cyclops guy, and he said that what's her name, Grace, probably has a lot more dangerous things around her than just vampires.
Oh man, I love information, but I hate that.
You
Okay.
can tell us to make sure we are careful.
Yeah,
just the
that's
word
the-
of the freaking century.
That's a thing that I definitely know how to do.
But yeah, in regards to you three, Andre, Casimir, and Vega, just try to keep more of an eye out, especially you two, Vega and Andre, because they do know about your association with divinity.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, that.
Should we like try and learn about that and figure out what it is that makes them
Probably.
want to kill us?
I mean, sure. You. So that sounds like something you guys got to do on your own time, because that's, I'm imagining, personal association.
Jody just shrugs like I don't fucking know.
I just heard the shaking and throwing of a whole bunch of dice from the other room. I'm scared.
I'm just making notes. Don't worry about it.
I also heard it.
That sounds
I was in
worrisome, to be
denial.
fair.
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Ah!
I'm glad I don't have to worry about it.
So,
I
real
like
quick,
not worrying
just,
about things.
just in case people aren't aware, for Stream and those who may not be aware within the group, Alvarez has a cast iron skillet and a bunch of these tiny little dice that every once in a while you will just hear the loud clang of.
Nether,
Yes?
if I turn on my camera, will it show up on your stream?
One moment. I believe I don't have anything set up for that, but I'll check your scene here. Nope, there's nothing that should show
I
up.
haven't turned on the camera yet.
No, there's nothing that should
it-
show up.
Okay, then I will not do that. I was going to turn on my camera if that did happen and show the cast iron skillet that I have that I use as a dice tray.
I do not have a camera set up for you
I'm
in
sure
your
that
scene.
people can put these things together in their brains if they are capable of picturing things in their brains, which I am not.
It sits on their desk and haunts me ever so slightly.
I don't have big thunky metal dice like Artie has. I have to make do with making noise.
Just have to make the tray metal instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, you two may want to start keeping an eye out. They're watching you. Also, y'all might want to start looking into figuring out why they're looking into you. Apparently you guys are special. Way to go, gold star. Picture on the fridge later. But right now, we need to garner information into how and why they're hunting you, as opposed to why of why they're hunting you. It makes sense in my head.
I may have mentioned that I have friends. I mentioned having associations
Yeah,
with the
remember.
friends. Yes, Sasha. You've met him.
It's nice.
He is. He still owes me some borscht.
Is he gonna make enough for everyone?
I will ask him.
What is that?
It is a
Soup.
beet soup.
Okay.
The thing is, he and I are associated with a group of people that have in turn ties to the Bogovi, the Slavic
I
deities.
didn't mention that in school at some point.
I am surprised.
All right. So
I imagine in a world like this, there would be classes on like various
True.
pantheons.
That is a
Yeah.
fair point.
Even if it's just like these are the pantheons that might have been around at some point.
I'd go a step further and say, like, almost everyone would at least have a passing knowledge of the pantheons that exist today.
Generally speaking, a good way to sit there and think about it is it's like celebrities type of thing. You probably have a passing knowledge of names of like big people in circles in regards to it. So like even if Jody wasn't necessarily paying attention in school, Jody would know fucking Chernobog
Yeah.
as an example type of thing.
So I know of Het Heru. I don't know what Het Heru's about, essentially.
If Jody
Or you
were
might
to
know
mention
different-
Chernobog, I would just casually bring up like, oh yes, I have one of his plates.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Fuck, I'm gonna say, isn't that Chernobog guy?
Chernobog, yes.
I'm
I-
bad at pronouncing it.
I actually have a dish of him. We are at the
You made a
Midnight
dish
right
out
now.
of a guy?
Alphonse?
Last I checked, you were at Park Leopold Park having a pizza picnic.
We're
Correct.
at the pizza thing. I did not make a dish out of him. I have what is rumored to be a dish he used to eat out of. But given his size, it is big enough to be a shield, which is what people have used it for. And
I have a question.
Yes,
Can I touch the dish?
I believe so.
Okay.
I've not been given instructions to specifically prevent you, Cardin, from touching this.
All
Have
right.
you been given instructions to prevent someone from touching it?
No.
I was about to say, if they're using it as a shield, that's going to be a lot easier said than done.
Yes, it seems to defeat the purpose.
Like, so
Uh,
if we're sharing weird shit, Y'all saw me run up that wall, right? When the vampire turned up?
Yeah, I thought you were just like a run-of-the-mill like spider person.
No, it's the shoes this monkey gave me. It's Leo, my friend. He gave me shoes that let me run up walls.
And your friend Leo is a monkey.
Yes. It's a squirrel
Again?
monkey. He's about this big.
I am glad for the clarification, because otherwise that would also seem very rude.
Does-
We
Oh
share
god, yeah, I
weird
would.
shit now.
No, he's an actual literal monkey.
Can the monkey talk like the dog can?
Wait, what?
The dog can talk.
That's
Yeah,
what that
we're
was.
sharing- Are we sharing weird shit now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
I thought I
Hi.
was the only one, and then I actually thought about taking a nap, but I wasn't gonna let it get me down. Now that I know that I'm
I
not
s-
the
I
only one.
still
This
think
is
you
so-
should
Oh my
take
god,
a
this
nap.
is so cool.
I almost wanted to have
You're muted.
I almost wanted Vega to be like, "What do you mean the dog can talk? You're
What do you
being
mean? What are you
silly."
talking about?
Gaslight me.
Oh, don't be silly. He can't talk. I mean, he can speak on command. Watch, speak, boy.
What's up?
And then she's like, "Oh no, I'm absolutely kidding with you. We talk all the time."
I like him. He's fun.
This is disconcerting.
Why?
Yeah, he tossed. Yeah, he tossed.
I
face
have
like
been-
like Donovan.
I have been
Donovan
feeding treats
turns his-
to sentient being. This is very odd.
Donovan
Fine.
turns his head and he's like, "Don't stop feeding me treats. They're so good."
You do
Oh,
not know
also-
how unnerving that is.
Oh, also for weird shit, exploding books. Like that. Anyway, I'm done.
That did happen, yes. I am learning to throw things very well.
Oh yeah, I thought that was just like a natural thing. You had to learn that?
I do calculations for that.
Oh, so it's just super math?
Oh,
If
you mean
you
like
wish.
nerds?
I wouldn't say super math.
Physics.
But yes, physics, I wouldn't say the math is very complex, it's just a lot of maths at the same time.
That sounds complex to me, but okay.
Andre, do you have something to share with the sharing circle?
Yeah, he looks like
Uh.
a part giant.
Wait, what's Carden's? Carden, what's your special thing?
He has the magic buttons.
That. Yeah, that.
Those weren't just like spy camera things.
It's a literal button.
No.
I held it in my hand.
No, pulls out a run-of-the-mill button. Like, pulls out a little Ziploc bag that is filled with just, like, bolts and, like mechanical washers and, like, bottle caps and buttons. And it's just, yeah, no. I throw these, sometimes capably, either at or into the things that people have. And then I can experience things from their perspective. Speaking of which, eyes in the blinds. Where is Grace?
When you do that, is it like you enchant the button,
Sorry, I was muted.
or do you have to use the momentum each time?
Once I have it set up, the thing so I can clock it in and out. It lasts for a 24-hour period, or until I just decide to stop doing it. But I spend the momentum, and then it lasts for 24 hours, or until I stop.
Okay.
Sorry,
But
that was
I've
my
talked
phone.
with Alvarez about this, and I can it can either be happening as I'm also in the moment, or it's something that I can turn my attention to entirely.
It's kind of tough to see exactly where she's at, but she seemed to walk into the threshold of a building, depending on how long you stay in there.
She may be home, or she may just be going into a building. Either way, she's left the exterior and is in the interior of something.
Okay. You get Scion?
quiet.
What was it?
It's quiet.
Quiet. So I don't get anything while I'm in here, like not like an air conditioner, like outside noises or anything.
I don't think AC's currently on in regards to it, but like anything that sounds like, is it a building that's full of people? Is it anything like that? It's quiet. It's not like it's muted or anything like that, but
Right.
there's nothing to suggest that
Actually,
anyone's paying her mind.
with my I'm gonna see if I can synthesasia my way through this. Using keen hearing, can I hear the sound that her footfall makes? Like, is it on carpet? Is it on tile, linoleum?
That is a question I had not thought about.
Well, I'm trying to get details about this interior.
I understand that. Go ahead and make a roll for me for mental survival to identify what she's walking on.
Okay.
She's walking.
You
on
do have
air.
your enhancement from King Hearing.
Okay. Then that's just a +1, right?
Meanwhile, Jody's looking over Donovan like, so which kind of pets do you like best?
There's a space at the back of my head near my ear,
Okay.
specifically the left one.
Okay. Cool.
Does this still count as tracking?
Sure.
Okay.
She's very soft-footed. It does not appear to be something like carpet. It's some kind of hard aspect.
Okay, so I'm not getting a clack or a clang, but there is firm footfall, which means she is on a solid surface and not fabric. Okay. That'll have to be good enough for now.
Okay.
Or it's like that really type of thin type of carpet that you can put
Okay.
in. You know?
Yeah,
But
gotcha.
it's hard. It's harder than just like a plush carpet or something like that.
Do we have the option of just talking with her?
Oh, always, but I don't think that's a great idea.
Didn't Vega try that? I wasn't there at that point. I
Usually-
didn't see how that went.
Usually, in my line of work, direct contact either means one of two things: immediate violence, or I'm not getting paid.
Well, she already knows who I am, so there isn't much to lose from talking to her, I think.
We also do not have money to pay you. At least I do not have money to pay.
Oh, at this point, this is just personal. Like,
Yes, I figured, but I just wanted to check.
now I'm just curious. This is a mystery I need to solve.
Hmm.
Then I will post it on the forums.
Oh no.
Please don't post my name on the forums.
Oh, I'm not going to post names on the forums. That's not what the forums are for.
You can. We're in Europe, aren't we? We have GDPR and all that.
Yeah, I could like see you or something. I don't know how GDPR works. In character is Jody.
Okay, I was about to say, like...
Out of
like, are
character,
you-
out of character, I work in the media, I am very familiar with it.
I was about to say, like, is this information you are giving Ghost, or are you guys
No.
threatening to sue Garden?
No.
Alright.
Speaking of privacy and stuff like that, I have the complete privacy knack, so I am... like, they can still show up at the store, but they have trouble, like, listening in on me.
That's fair. Alright,
So while you are at Park Leopold Park, where do you go to after?
Oh, friends, why?
it's the second time they've done it.
I know.
Because I want to
Well-
be inclusive to our French viewers too.
That's not how you do that.
Apparently,
could just say
Jody
partly
and
opposed.
Garden are going to do some crimes.
Yeah. You guys can have that conversation because two of you have already been made, and one of you is an individual of interest to them. So if you want to make direct contact, go for it. I am still full on plan. Carden looks at the ground for a second. Do crimes.
Yeah.
If we're gonna try and just talk with them, I would say we do that before you break into their house.
Or while, so they're not there.
Yeah.
Depends whether.
I'm not participating in. I don't want to talk to her.
What if they have like an alarm and it pings up on their phone saying someone's in their house? Then we won't be able to talk.
Then you'll be able to tell us that the alarm's gone off and we can get out.
Hmm.
Because she'll be like, "Oh shit, I gotta go." All of a sudden,
Jody's making a lot of great points here.
I have watched a TV show once.
Okay, so who was the other one who was made?
So, here are the specific details. They have names for they have identities on some people being tied to guns, which would be Vega and Andre, and my brain, sorry, and they have the address and name for Casimir. That is what is known. But
Also,
to be fair, Andre is very easy to describe and find. Hey, you know what this big guy's at? This tall,
Also-
wears Hawaiian shirts.
Also, Andre, is like talking your divine thing? Is that like the thing you do?
No. Not especially.
Would you like to share what that is?
I told you, he's half giant.
Are you half giant?
No, I was about this size beforehand.
I don't think
Oh.
I don't think just that would be like a problem for the people because they're going to like vampires and stuff.
Fairly strong. Can pick up like a car.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's your thing.
Okay.
You
Yep,
can
there
pick
it
up
is.
cars.
There it is.
That does seem like an important thing to know.
I mean,
Alright.
I might struggle a bit if it's a 4x4.
You're
I'll
not
help.
helping your case.
I'll help.
All right, so I think we have our collective plans. You guys run diplomacy, and we will run interference.
Okay.
Bye.
So we have
I'll
Team
go in a
Crime.
direction because I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I was just about to say Jody runs off without Carden, even though Carden has the address.
One of those moments of you run off, then we just sit there waiting for you to return.
I don't know where to go.
Slowly walking back up.
No, I don't slowly walk back. You just get a message like, "Wait, where am I going?"
Also fair.
So we have Team Crimes and we have Team Made. Where's Team Made going?
I guess in the same direction if we assume that they're near home.
Oh, that's right. We don't know where she is, and all we have is an address.
Do y'all just want to go there?
We literally
How about
don't
if
have a
you-
choice.
Do another look through the magic button.
All right.
You can get anything else. Do you have to do that every time?
No, I'm just getting ready because sometimes they're in bright places. Go!
Oh, okay.
Eyes of the blinds.
Yeah, roll for me a D100. Now they're highs and lows. So another
was
Kaiser
getting-
Lowe's.
I was getting myself something to drink. I am so sorry. Eyes, please.
Okay, now roll it. Okay, 54. Okay, cool.
Excellent.
I'm going to ask, do you guys want to split the party then? Like, is that a desirable thing to do?
I mean, we've been doing it all session, haven't we?
Might as well. Might as well.
Okay.
I'd say split, but
Um,
not too far. Like not like both different sides of town.
So it's she's not too far. She's closer to she's in Lower Town type thing. That's kind of where she sticks
Yeah.
around. But you do get the general sense as you kind of look through as you've kind of adjusted and taken some time in regards to it that she's made it to the Midnight Nook.
Oh. Well, we recognise that place, so.
You just look through and see the boat.
That is very bad.
What is very
Uh,
bad?
She's at the Midnight Nook.
Well,
Kaz,
um,
do you want
yes.
to come with us, Casimir?
Mm. Well,
Okay.
what is our objective here?
So before I start assuming things, I'll ask the group. Do we want to go on the assumption that Cardin took all the evidence with him? That is a loud silence.
Jody would not have thought to tell you to take it out of the place, but also would
Cardin set it
like,
up in the lobby.
would Casimir have been like, yeah, you can leave this here, or would he have been like, you should take this out of my shop, please?
That's a great point,
It
Casimir.
really depends on how much of a hurry we were.
I don't
Yeah,
think we were
I
in
And
think
a
we
hurry.
were.
we were. Yeah, we weren't.
We were fairly chill.
Then I think from outside,
Mm-hmm.
Grace would be able to see a covered up easel with a card like a cork board underneath a like tablecloth.
Okay. And also a bunch of toys and junk just on the adjacent table.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to assume that for the group because while I didn't want Cardin to have to take everything away, I would have if told to.
I was wondering if all your stuff was still there, would she have to make a roll to understand what the hell?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Well, she
because
would
that's
be
the
able to
thing, right?
see. She would be able to see her own picture and the pictures of two of her guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's what I was about to say. Because, like, if she walks in and it's just out there, that's not a roll. That's just, like, healthy paranoia. Oh my god, this place I've never been to before has pictures of me and my associates.
On a murder board.
Does Casimir have anyone else to run the store, or is it locked right now?
That's
Yeah.
a great point.
Yeah, it's locked.
Yeah,
It was the friends. It was the friends' place. Casimir just mostly is the one to monitor and take care of it, but there are other people who work in it.
All
That's
right,
true, yeah.
So,
So, team,
you guys,
3 of us to Midnight
hold
Nook, you
on.
to her house.
If you say that, then it may be open.
And also, one of the friends might have put it in the back or something.
I
Yeah,
may have asked,
let me
but I
get this
don't know
eyesore
for sure.
out of here.
It's because he's like in the way of some books or something.
For
Yeah.
the sake of ease at the moment, she is merely in the Midnight Nook.
Okay.
Hmm.
But yeah, she's inside the Midnight Nook.
Mhm. So 3 of you are going to the Midnight Nook. Is that correct?
Yeah, you guys go deal with that potential headache. We're gonna go.
Her house.
Yeah.
Okay. As Team Crime makes their way to Grace Shaw's house, we know that she's not there. You don't see any lights on. It is quiet at this time of day. I would say it's beginning to get to a point of early afternoon. Or
Okay.
early mid-afternoon type thing as you guys did get an early start.
Does it look like the kind of house that would have a back door?
Sure.
Alright, look around the back. So we're not on the street trying to break in.
Just for posterity's sake, if I could get a couple of dexterity subterfuges checks, or physical subterfuge checks, that would be awesome.
Can I add stealth?
Would you
Absolutely.
like disguise?
What?
Would you like disguise?
They don't know what I look like.
And we can keep it that way just in case there's somebody in the house or there's a camera set up.
I'll just pull my hood up.
Alright, cool. Garden is going to put on some fake glasses and a baseball cap.
Okay. Okay.
Not bad.
If you'd
Yeah.
like, you can use enhancement, Jody.
What?
I'll-
You mean momentum?
Momentum.
I'll use 2.
Okay.
Very
All
nice.
successes.
Excellent. You guys are able to quietly and quickly make it to the back. Then what do you do?
Uh,
I'm gonna
I'm
look in
going
some
to-
windows.
yeah. We're casing right now.
Get in the window, see if it looks like there's anyone in.
Like a dog or something.
And then check
Continuing on.
the back door to see if there's a security system.
Well, it doesn't seem to be much other than basic locks in regards to security. As you guys kind of take a look around, you see mostly furniture. Looks well lived in, but it's mostly just furniture and the like.
I'm going to pick the lock.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and carry that over with the from the 3 successes, just for ease at the moment.
Okay.
As you're able to pick the lock and swing the door open, creaks a little bit. Could use a little WD-40, but door's open. Opens into a kitchen.
Okay.
Slink inside.
Okay.
Carden is going to very carefully, but very, gloves. Gloves, first things first. Carden is going to thoroughly but carefully, start going through things. He's going to do his best to place everything where he saw it, and if there's anything of interest, he's not going to touch it immediately. He's going to snap a picture of it.
Okay. What are you starting with?
I guess I'm starting with kitchen drawers, just looking for like paperwork, document. I'm essentially just trying to learn more about Grace at this point.
I'm gonna look through the building and see if I can find either a study or a bedroom or a room that has would have personal notebooks or whatever in it.
Okay.
She's old, she might journal.
I'm going to ask for another dexterity subterfuge check. You said 2 momentum, sorry, I clicked it on once. I'm going to
For me
say
as
the
well.
target difficulty, for both of you. I'm going to say that the target difficulty is 3.
Am I adding the stealth again?
I'm going to say yes.
Am I also adding my stuff?
Sure.
Okay.
3!
I like to use 2 momentum.
Sure, go for it.
Hey.
Oh, just barely.
There is a small study. It's more kind of a second bedroom that was turned into a study, where there's a murder board of her own, with kind of just couple of pictures of Vega and Andre and Casimir with some questions. With Casimir currently on Andre has a piece of string over towards where the orphanage would be. Casimir has a piece of string over the Midnight Nook. And it's just kind of notes in a shorthand that's kind of tough to read at a glance. The odd thing that you do notice is you notice divination tools. As you kind of just keep a brief look around. The catch in regards to it, as you process that, Carden, you are able to breeze through the kitchen. After the kitchen, where do you head to? I'll say that for the sake of this, it's a kitchen living room and walkway on the first floor, and on the second floor it's the 2 bedrooms. It's a small house.
I assume there's also a bathroom somewhere.
Yeah, there's a couple of bathrooms here, but
If Jody isn't going to,
I'll wave at you and go.
Okay, all right. In that case, I will move upstairs, and I guess we're going to tag team this room for information. What you mentioned divination stuff. What kind of divination stuff are we looking at here?
it doesn't want to use casting rune related stuff because I did not
Gotcha.
not entirely sure on that one, but it's different forms of it. There's like rune casting. There's reading tea leaves, various forms of divination tactics. There's a pendulum
tarot cards.
over a map type of thing. But yeah, as you guys kind of both approach there for a second, is there anything that you guys are focused on, or anything that you guys are taking a look at?
Jody's specifically looking for things that might indicate why she wants to know about us in particular.
Okay.
Like her personal reasons, not necessarily the group's reasons.
I'm gonna say Carden is going to look over the information she currently has in general, not just on us. And Carden's also going to be looking for things that might show some form of contacts or like association with other individuals.
Anything that indicates like a meeting spot for them.
Yeah, like a meeting spot or like a secret passcode or something.
As you guys are noticing that information, both of you hear 2 distinct loud noises from downstairs.
Can we roll anything to see what those noises might be?
Is it still
footprints?
Niles
Is it a
Blues
door
time?
knocking? Is it a cat knocking something off a shelf?
Yeah.
Much, much louder than that.
What,
Is it- okay,
You say
heavy.
loud, but like what kind of noise?
Like something slamming into place.
Ooh. Okay.
I'll
Is
go look
there-
if you want.
Big door into lock?
Oh
No.
no.
Not big door into lock.
Jody says, "I'll go look if you want to keep snooping around."
Carden is going to make the OK symbol with his hand.
Okay, and then I will sneak towards the stairs and look down.
As you look in front of the front door, and you have passed the front door to get up to the stairs.
Oh, the study's downstairs. Is it?
The study's upstairs type of thing.
Okay.
Because it's a second bedroom, but it's kind of like the stairs kind of go down and kind of go next to the walkway that goes back to the kitchen type of thing, to the front door. You see the entertainment center resting against the door. It was not there beforehand.
Okay, then go look at the back door.
The refrigerator is sitting in front of the door. It was not there before, obviously, because you guys got in that way.
I'll just
Oh
suppose
no!
I'll just like nod slowly, then walk back upstairs and say,
As
"So
you
there's-
turn away
Oh.
from the refrigerator, to go back upstairs, I would like for you to make me a defensive check.
I love
I
refrigerator.
think I know what this is. I think I know
Oh
what
my
this
God,
is.
I'm gonna fight a house.
I think it's a minotaur.
I have to roll my
Highest
Composure.
resistance attribute. Yeah.
Oh man, if this is a
unsuccess.
minotaur.
Okay, I need you to mark a bruised condition, please.
That's fine.
As you are knocked prone, as you turn your aspect away from the from the refrigerator, and you are hit in the back hard with with a pot of leftover spaghetti.
Not the leftover
On the
spaghetti
refrigerator
from the top rope.
And we'll cut from there for the moment to go into the midnight nook, where as you step in,
Oh, that fridge does not want to know what I can do with the spaghetti.
where you guys step in, and you see Grace merely just kind of looking through some of the books. The bell goes off.
I think I would like to use the back entrance.
Okay.
But as I walk in, I will probably like greet one of the friends who is attending this the store, or is tending to the store, and then probably try to like just if she makes eye contact, I will smile and nod, but I will just work on my things, clean stuff that need cleaning. And what is the word? Try and act inconspicuously.
Okay. Andre,
I believe I haven't seen Grace myself, right?
you have not. No,
Okay.
because you left the space before she.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a photo of her?
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, more in the sense like I haven't met her.
Yeah.
And she hasn't met me.
Yeah.
So there's
Vega,
no reason for me specifically to go and like talk to her based off of that.
Vega, Andre, how do you approach it? Do you approach it?
Well, guess we enter first, make sure she's actually aware of us. And then just sort of walk around over to her, trying not to loom over her too much. And just offer a hand in greeting. Okay. Hello.
It's not a particularly strong handshake as for what you might expect in a business meeting or anything like that, but it's a firm handshake from an older woman. Hello there.
I got the impression you're somewhat interested in us. Just like gesture at myself.
Yes. It's a bit of an odd question. I anticipated running into some of you a little bit earlier, so I have things that I need to take care of, and I'll do my best to make it quick before I have a conversation with the young individual over there. I was merely curious about a thing, especially after catching your attention yesterday. If I may be so forward and so bold, how do you feel about the gods?
Agnostic?
Is there a particular reasoning to that? Just out of curiosity.
Just a guy trying to live his life. Don't think too much on the affairs of other beings. Got sort of my hands full enough just looking after what I can.
And gonna have to make a quick roll real quick. Okay.
Okay.
She kind of nods for a moment and goes, I can get that. I think it's kind of part of the problem is these beings are out there and claim to do many of these different things. We're stuck struggling trying to make sure that we can do what we can, but I'm unsure if we want to get into that aspect of philosophy at the moment. And like I said, I have many things that I need to get.
Like a heavy conversation. Especially
So,
one not being done over either a meal or something.
especially with someone that, for all intents and purposes, I've just met.
Not too.
I do appreciate your time, though. Thank you. And she nods over to Vega. And she begins to approach where Casimir went off to.
I'm probably stacking and reshelving some books. When I see her coming, probably. Good afternoon. How can I help you with something? Are you looking for a particular book or a gift?
I understand where you're coming from, good sir. Appearances are good, but I currently do not have much time for this, and so I'm merely going to ask you a question that's been on my mind when I meet individuals like yourself. How do you feel about the gods?
Curious question.
A practical stranger, I know.
Well, I cannot say I tend to discuss these matters with strangers, such as yourself. No offense meant. But if you're curious to read more about it, I have a section in the back about metaphysics, about certain pantheons and groupings of gods, if that is something to your liking.
Just a moment. Okay. If you'd like to, you could attempt a subterfuge check. Social.
Sure. Let's see. Composure, subterfuge. Here we go. Nothing!
Would you like to spend the last momentum?
Sure.
Go for it.
Nothing!
So just a brief question.
Uh-huh.
Is Casimir playing coy because of Casimir's particular relationship with the friends?
No. No, he's playing coy for something entirely different. And, like, we haven't really played that out in sessions yet. But Casimir is, at this point, fairly certain that there is something off about what he's been told.
Okay.
About where he's grown up. Because certain photos that he has in his apartment, where he's in places in Europe, hanging out in tourist sites, he's found some stock photos that are incredibly similar to the pictures that he has in his apartment.
Okay.
So he's currently keeping coy because he has an inkling that he is more tied into things than he himself is aware of at this time.
To ask a more specific question in regards to that, is it coy to defend it, or is it coy because he doesn't know how to process it? Because if it's defending it, that has a different type of answer in regards to it.
Ooh, I am going to be annoying and I say both.
Okay. Given the aspect in regards to that there is an aspect of defense to it,
Mm-hmm.
she merely nods and she says, "No, thank you. I believe I have all the information that I require."
Very well. We also have a 3 for 2 sale for children's books, if that is to your interest. We also have some select offers on what was it at this time? Self-help books and romance novellas.
It is greatly appreciated. I'll have to remember that for the next time that I stop in.
Very well. And we do make a very mean coffee.
Of course. And she nods. She turns to the members of your band that are here, nods to them, and begins to take her leave. And I think, with that, given that some people are in immediate danger, and
What are you talking about? I'm gonna kill this fridge.
and we've normally got about
I'm gonna throw this fridge and make it
14 minutes.
explode!
We're gonna go ahead and end it for here for the evening.
Thank you.
I have lined up my tags ready to fight this fridge.
Perfect.
Excellent. And yes, Sunflower mentioned in chat, betrayed by Spaghetti.
Who touching my spaghetti?
Alright, at some point I will get to the point where I can unmake spaghetti by punching it, okay?
Unmake spaghetti. I love that.
I'm gonna have to see if there's a GIF on Discord.
You know
Jody
what?
is
You
going
asked for
to
this.
separate made
Unmakes your spaghetti.
Yes. Just converts it to separate meatballs and uncooked noodles.
Yeah.
And just full tomatoes.
Yes, Alvrins?
I have been the storyteller Alvarez for the evening.
Sorry.
With me today, playing Jody, who has been betrayed by Spaghetti. I have had Keistra.
I will kick the shit out of this fridge, let me tell you. I played Street Fighter 6, you have to fight a lot of fridges.
Playing the enigmatic Koi Vega, I have had Michi.
Kissy face.
Playing the indecisive Casimir, I have had none of that.
I've been weirded out by 2 ladies this time.
Playing the consumes copious amounts of concerning caffeine, I've had Cardin.
Listen, if I keep running, the sleep will never catch me.
And playing the gentle and straightforward giant, I've had Andre, I've had Robo Pirate.
Alan's going to be so jealous when he finds out Andrew has the ability to not sleep and not suffer for it.
I think if you're
Oh,
protecting
God.
somebody,
Nice.
yes.
What's that?
I think it's if you're protecting somebody. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but yeah.
As long as you stand guard over a thing or a person or a
Gotcha.
place. You do not need to eat or sleep as long as you are standing guard.
Perfect.
Can you stand guard over my hopes and dreams?
Is that a thing?
Despite everything, it's still you.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
I've never played Undertale either.
Netherlad, if you didn't make that joke, I would have.
And yet you say hopes and dreams. It's a common phrase, to be fair.
Oh,
You guys
and
have a
of
good
course,
one.
Alvrins was also the wonderful Donovan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Donovan, played by Alvarez and Michinho.
Well, you guys have a good one. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, bye-bye. And let me set up some music. That was intense. But I am very glad that we got to play that again. I do want to kind of apologize for me not being on stream so often lately. This September has already been a lot. It is going to still be a lot for a little while at the very least. Yeah. But I hope that that'll settle after next week. Apologizing. Avril, I'm not the person that people donate to when I say sorry. This month has certainly been a heck of a year. Exactly, Sunny. Also, hi, Flutis. Thank you. Yeah, I'm, like, the things that are planned are, as far as I can tell, like, both very nice and hopefully in the long term good for me, separately. Though the things that are very nice should also be good for me, like on the social level, but they do tire me out. In the Discord, I've shared some pictures of the cat cafe that I went to with another person who was in the two persons who was in the Discord server with Sun, Ray, Kamesy, and myself. So if you want to see cute cat pictures, you can go over there. You can wait 10 minutes to get in, and then you can go to Barony of Lord Fluffy to see how cute they are. Oh. It is getting late. I have fun stuff tomorrow, and I hope that I'll see you all later next week, where I believe, I believe on Monday we'll have Hyrule Chronicles. We are going to go into, or we're going to travel towards the Gerudo Valley. Yeah, because we met up with Tyrina again. That's going to be exciting. So with all that said, I hope to see you all soon. And there's also the matter of where to go for a raid. Sonny said, I have taken this time to unravel the first part of a knit jumper, so good time spent. Wonderful. Let's see. We could go and visit Jenner Meowser for their Contributor Appreciation Day, which is currently hosted by Ray of Swords, a fellow Planesmelt leader. That's going to be fun to go in. There's also Jim Biddy Bim Bim, who is live with Dragon Age Inquisition for Thedos Thursdays. We have a Queerly B, an Echotronic, a Uni Fadewalker, a DM Jazzy Hands, and a Demily Pyro, all playing Baldur's Gate 3, but separately. So not at this, like, they're playing it at the same time, but they're not playing with each other, I bet. There is Nats playing Palia. Are there... Roll a die! I don't have a die near me. They're in the other room. But Gamesy, you say roll a die. Do you have a particular suggestion? I can run quickly. I will. But if you had an idea for roll 1d6, yeah. Hold on. Let me see. I do have Foundry open still. Roll 1d6, but which is 1? Which is 6? Which is what? Let's see. Jenner Meowster 1, Queerly B 2, Jim Biddy Bim Bim 3, Damity Pyro 4, DM Jazzy Hands 5, Unifade Walker 6, Echotronic 7. We need at least one more. Nats is 8. So, D8. That is a 4. Oh, yes, Master contributor. I said that. So I rolled a 4, so that would be Demily Pyro, who I have rated before, but Gamesy, you do have a preference for the I know, I'm sorry. So let us go and say hi to Ray over at Gender Meowster. So, bring that up. You can... Oh, no. I need to gift a sub to Harry. I was wondering what was wrong. There we go. This does not count for my goal. So. We can copy that one. And I hope to see you all after this weekend. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely time. I have been Nether, I am Nether, and I will be Nether for at least some time. See you all later. Bye! Yeah.